following podcast has been approved for restricted audiences only. It may contain adult themes, expletive language, sexual content, and some graphic nudity. Cartoon and its producers must insist that no one takes this podcast or its content seriously.
So sit back, grab a drink, and cut to the podcast.
Woohoo! Merry Christmas!
Merry
Everybody.
Christmas, mate.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas, everyone. What a day. The day of days, Christmas Day. It's been a great day. Day.
It's so good to see you. I think we need to be honest with everyone. We have spent the last 3 hours recording this, and it is now 11 minutes past midnight, and we are re-recording this as live to see if we can do it. And we're going to rattle through the same episode that we've just spent 3 hours recording.
Why are Christmas trees better than men? Because even the small ones give satisfaction. Cut to!
I don't know fucking jokes, especially Christmas jokes. I don't do those kind of jokes, but I have a mate who does. So, messaged him, and he was like, sorry, just in from work. Don't know a lot of Xmas jokes.
I hate it.
Apart from, wait for it, apart from, what's the difference between snowmen and snow women? Snowballs.
Santa's Workshop. What has Santa been up to in his workshop this week? Finn!
I've been doing a bunch of things, but primarily pulling together faux show crew stuff, right, for the launch next year. However, one awesome thing that I have been helping with is the Edinburgh University Chamber Choir. And they normally do, every year, they do this like tree reveal, which is the Norwegian tree in Edinburgh. And they have an awesome choir singing all of this gloriousness. So I'm going to show you a little bit about that. There is Ding Dong Merrily a High.
What a banger.
And there we have it. It was an awesome project. Pulled it all together. It was not a paid project. It was me working for free. As we know, we both hate creatives working for free. But this was literally, there was no money in it. It wasn't gonna get done unless someone like me did it for them.
Yeah.
And that's when it should be done for free. So there we have it. What about yourself, mate? What has been going on in your week/fortnight?
Well, similarly, in my Santa's workshop, it's it's been the same. It's been a little passion project. No money exchanging hands, unfortunately, because I can do with the fucking money. But Kaylee in the Care Home launched this week, which is a virtual Kaylee for all the care homes in Scotland.
Well done.
Not just care homes, care services. So it goes to everyone, hospitals, hospices, everywhere in Scotland, everywhere within the care sector.
I watched it live. It was awesome.
It's 100 minutes of pure Scottish music, whether that be Scottish dance band, folk music, really talented stuff from the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, and it also features a bunch of special guests, some well-kent faces from Scottish TV. So we've got Elaine C. Smith, we've got Libby MacArthur, we've got a bunch of people from River City, Still Game. It's a really packed show, and it's gone down a treat, and it is rolling out to all these care services over the next fortnight, and I couldn't be happier with the result of it. So great stuff over here.
It was absolutely awesome, I must say, and it was nice seeing some famous faces, like even ones that I recognize. Congratulations, it was awesome, and what a great job to all involved. Like, fantastic. But you know what I missed? I missed the Sturge. Where was the Sturge?
The Sturge, unfortunately, she's a busy lady. It was something we wanted from the start. We've been working for weeks to try and make it happen, and unfortunately, despite in contact with her office, the stars could not align on this occasion. But I'm sure in the
next
future,
time.
and I'm sure
next time.
There's always next time, and I'm sure if she had the time, she would have loved to feature on it. And you never know, we are working on something now. There's a chance that there's a very strong chance.
She is already gone to cut-2.com. She is specifically signed up. So, Sturgeon, thanks a bunch. We'll be in touch. open something up to me, Martin. What do you have to reveal as your Christmas cracker?
Boy, Finn, have I got a Christmas cracker for you. Now, this is a 4-year-old story. This is when I was back in college. This is quite a belter, as they say in Scotland. And so I was 18, 19, gone home for the holiday season, but a lot of my friends were still in Glasgow and were staying in Glasgow over the Christmas period. And so a bunch of them, 5 or 6 of them, went out to the pub on Christmas Eve, as you do. A few quiet pints, pubs close early, go out for a few drinks, head on home. A little bit rough in the morning, but that's Christmas for a lot of us, right? So a bunch of my mates went out and they met a bunch of girls, strangers, total strangers, who were out doing the same thing as they were. And they had a good night and that was that. But, you know, ultimately, it's Christmas Eve. We all went home. We've got Christmas to celebrate in the morning. Apart from one of my friends. One of my friends decided, well, he didn't decide. It was a mutual thing. And the two of them, him and this girl, went back to her house. And they had a fantastic Christmas evening.
Consensual.
Very consensual and very fun, no doubt. But where it started to drop in funness was the next morning. When my friend woke up to her dad at the end of the bed in his dressing gown, big bald guy staring over. He wakes up and he's like, "Oh fuck," and he goes, "You all right, mate? You want bacon or sausage?" So my mate goes downstairs. He puts on the girl's dressing gown and he joins the family. This is a family of 6. So there's younger brother, younger sister, the girl he went home with, the mum and the dad. I can't remember if there was anyone else. Possibly the granny. With the whole family, had breakfast, and then he stayed there until like 3 in the afternoon, just drinking with the family and like doing all the presents, having a drink, having a laugh with this random family, and then he went home and got a bollocking from his mum.
Well, sadly, Martin, we need to move on, much like he moved on with his life. Martin, it's time.
Have you got a cracker?
Oh shit, my cracker. I was gonna move on. I do have a cracker. Martin, I'm gonna have to condense let me crack it up, right? First cracker. When I was younger, I thought that I could kind of ask Santa for kind of anything. So I asked Santa for a scooter, which was reasonable in the 90s. But in my head, I asked Santa, in my head, for an electric scooter. Something that fucking propelled me better than my skinny ass legs could, right? And come Christmas Day, you know what Santa got me? A scooter. A push scooter. I felt ripped off.
Santa's supposed to read minds. He's magic.
Well, yeah. Well, he's not. If you want an electric scooter, put electric scooter. Don't just put scooter. I was the idiot. I took responsibility for that.
Make sure your parents
though.
see the list before you burn it up in the fireplace as well.
Exactly. But the other
Just as contingency.
The other great Christmas story that I have was, and this is when we lived in Ireland, and it was my brother and I, and we were living in this place that it was really rural, right? And there was this a paddock that we ran across that had a bull in it, right? And there was this mad ram and stuff. It would get into where the house was. So anyway, so we made a game of it as kids do, and like you'd outrun these things because they don't run that fast, but if they catch you, they'll fuck you up, right? Like, that's the thing of it. So me and my brother were out and we were running around the house. It was one of those houses you could run around, right? So this ram, proper ram, like fucking horns and all, it was chasing us and we were running around. My brother's 2 years older than me. I would have been around, I don't know, it's like young, 6, running around. And like, evidently, we were getting tired. What are you gonna do? You can't run around a house for your whole fucking life. The ram's gonna fucking ram you, right? And my brother, being 2 years older, was like, yoink, climbs up a tree, sorted. Me, keeps on running. Just keeps on running. And in my head, and I know that other people have this, is that they can't turn, they can't do anything, they just keep going, right? So it's a thing that the humans have. And so I couldn't, I just kept on running. And my brother was like, just climb up the tree, just come this way, just come close to him. No, just physically couldn't. I was just like, I'm fine here. I'm fine here. I'm just gonna keep running. I'm fine. And eventually got too tired, tripped, fell over, boom, fucking right smack bang in the back of the head. That's what people say happened to me. But anywho, so that's the other Christmas story, is that, like, you know, it doesn't matter what you do. Sometimes you'll just get smacked in the back of the head. Cut two. This is a segment where we get to introduce a piece of music that you or I do not know or may not be aware of. Normally it's Mix It Up, but because it's Christmas, please won't you jingle my bells.
Tonight I was going to pick some generic shit. I love Michael Bublé at Christmas. I love defrosting him in the microwave and playing him for a couple of days straight. I do enjoy that. However, this year we left him in the freezer and we forgot about Michael Bublé. So we have some Scottish music. So this year with Kaylee in the care home, I got in touch with like 30 or 40 musicians, and I said, let's do a Christmas set. Let's do a fun little Christmas set. You know, get in front of your Christmas trees and film the Christmas set. And we'll do Jingle Bells. And this is Jingle Bells. Are you ready? This is Jingle Bells. 3, 2, 1, and... And that's enough Christmas for 1 year.
Can I say that is an incredible editing feat? I assume it's just an app that you just click on.
It's the Tunes in the House app. Tunes in the House. Just search in the App Store, Tunes in the House, and you just think the song that you want played by 100 musicians, and bang, you get that video. That's all that's required. Sign up, tunesinthehouse.com.
I must apologize for earlier because your boobly chat. Honestly, I was nearly coughing up beer. Like that was on me. Right. Shall we cut to
your Jingle Bells?
Oh fuck. Right, I'm gonna jingle your bells, Martin. This is pretty special. This is proper Christmas music. You ready for it? Let's do it.
Proper bell jingling.
Homemade. So good. And ends with flair. And that's a throwback to like 2016. I haven't been able to find the original video. If someone can locate this woman, like,
whose mum is this?
Whose mum is this? Like, there we have it. I've jingled your bells, you've jingled mine. Shall we cut to?
No. All right,
I'm feeling it.
Two wise men. There are usually 3, but now there's 2. Deal with it, all right? This is in place of couples therapy, and we've got 2 wise men here, and we're going to talk about stuff that's maybe going to make us sound fucking thick as shit. So Finn, what have you got for me?
Well, firstly, Martin, there was actually not 3 wise men. There was only ever 2. The third was added when one guy felt really uncomfortable about there only being just 2 wise men. And he was obviously the third. So there we have a little bit of a history lesson for you. But my 2 wise men for this episode, because it's Christmas, is commercialism.
Yay!
Yay! Commercialism. So we think about commercialism, you're just buying shit, right? Now, for me, it's more about what are you buying and why. And more about the why. I don't mind people buying shit. I mean, fucking look behind me. Like, I buy shit. I get it. Like, but...
This was a really expensive Christmas tree.
Dude, you overspent. How I don't even want to get into it. What is important? What is important? Is it buying things that is brand related, expense related? Is it about how much it is? Right? So in my family, we have, ever since we were adults, that decided we don't fucking need a present, right? Which was pretty early on. I come from a big family, not a wealthy family, right? So pretty early on, we were like, right, we're not getting each other Christmas presents, right? We did Secret Santas, and it was great. And we put a limit on what you could spend, and it forced you to think actively. You got a different family member every year. It works well if you've got several family members, but it forces you to actively think within a budget, right? Which is also valuable, to think within a budget and to think about the person, right? Rather than the present. The commercialization thing is just a word, and we'll link to what commercialization is on cut-2.com, but that is my problem, right? I have a problem with this. What do you got for me?
I've had a pretty privileged upbringing when it comes to Christmases, in general as well, but when it comes to Christmases, I have had great Christmases. I've had a loving family, I've had a lot of fun, a lot of family around me, and so commercialization is kind of something that I am tuned to. It's like it exists when we're talking about what's more important. Absolutely, I don't care about the fucking brands. I don't care about this is. I'm not, again, I don't care about the brand, so I don't so absolutely buying the gift for the person is way more important, but I see that the how big commercialization is becoming, but it's the same with every other holiday. I think the biggest issue is social pressure, particularly social media and social pressure. So with Valentine's Day, you're obviously like, if you're a couple, you're looking at the other couple and what the other couple's got themselves for Valentine's Day, and same for Christmas. You know, how do you always, it's like a constant one-up situation. I personally don't give a fuck about that. I really don't care. I would much rather spend my money on experiences rather than material items. That's just where I am. Don't get me wrong, I like, everyone likes fucking spending shit on shit. For a lot of people it's therapy if you can afford to do that. In terms of Christmas, I think it should be more about the experiences, more about the people that you want to spend time with, because like you've said previously, time is the most valuable thing on earth. Value your time, spend your time wisely, and don't waste your money on fucking bullshit that chances are after lockdown you ain't gonna fit in 3 months, alright? So don't fucking spend your money on Gucci shirts and Gucci fucking bullshit, because you're gonna drink a 6-pack of Stella every week for the next year, and then you're just gonna have to fucking burn it for heating.
Agreed. Yeah, man. Like, you sound like a pretty wise man, and I just hope that other men and women out there become more wise in regards to gift giving. See, if you make something, if you make or create something, if you spend time, effort to put heartfelt effort into something, and someone doesn't care about it, they're not a friend, they're not a partner, they're not a friend, they're not someone that you should spend any more time investing in. Straight up, like, that's the rule. If you're someone who you've done that and you've been burnt like that, then find someone else, man. There's so many people out there, and there's so many opportunities to meet people out there.
So many friends. And if you want to make friends, head to www.cut-2.com and make all the friends you ever need over there, including us. You're good friends. We'll make you shit. We'll not spend money on you. We'll make you handmade cards, and that's it.
Please be the third wise man or woman to this duo, because we need you.
Preferably female. We do need some female energy in this fucking place. It's definitely too schlong heavy.
It is a little bit long on the schlong. I mean, it's evident.
Yeah.
It's evident.
I mean, come on.
Cut to.
Cut to. Scrooge you, Finn. That is the name of our new segment. It's essentially a segment that we haven't introduced yet, but we will in future shows, and it's basically my 2 pence. It's an opportunity within 2 minutes for us to just fucking get it off our chest, just to get that shit out in the open. And as you can see, Finn is necking up here because he needs a bit of Dutch card, because he's about to rant his fucking Christmas socks off. And Finn, what have you got for me, Scrooge? What have you got to fucking vent to me today?
2 minutes, Christmas cards. All right. The first ever time Christmas cards came onto my radar was primary school. Right, our family moved around a bit, so I didn't even expect a card. But then I got a card. Then I got 2. Then I got 3. Then I got all these fucking cards. And you know what I expected? I expected the expectation to give a card. Then I had to get a card and to give a card and then write the card and to give the card. Right? Yes, it's nice. It's friendly. But it's fucking useless to me. Out with that, it's fucking pointless to the environment. So, what I prefer you to do is to invest that money in charity. I mean, let's face it. £2, what's it gonna buy? Like 50 cards, right? So 2 quid, 50 cards, that's like 4 pence a card, right? 4 pence a card, please! That's like 4 coppers, right? Rounded up to 5 pence, you cheap fuck. 5 pence is what you've given me. Give it to charity. Next time, just give it to charity. It really grinds my gears. The next time it was call centers, right? There was probably like 36 people in call centers. That's like £1.44 invested in Christmas cards in a call center. I don't even see any of these people anymore. It was more than what I was being paid per hour as well. Not only that, most Christmas cards that are sent are filled with shiny, glittery things that can't even be recycled, right? It just ends up killing the environment. So where do we put all the Christmas cards? Do we hang up string like it's the fucking 80s? No, we don't. Do we put them on the mantelpiece? No, we don't. We don't own a fucking mantelpiece. We're millennials, Gen Z. Do you have a mantelpiece in your fucking property? No, you don't. So where do you put your Christmas cards? In the fucking bin. Do you recycle them? No, you fucking don't, because they're glitter filled. So what are you gonna do with all of your Christmas cards? Just don't give them. Just don't give them. Call someone. Have a chat. Instead of sending a Christmas card, say that you love someone. 2 minutes.
Do you know who won't like that rant? My mum, because she is obsessed with Christmas cards. She's obsessed with cards in general. If you don't get a card, then we've basically forgotten their birthday. It doesn't matter if we have presents. If we don't have a fucking card, we've ruined the whole year. Never mind.
I know people
Christmas.
like that too. Like, I get it.
My question is, where the fuck are you getting Christmas cards for 4 pence, mate? I go to a Christmas card shop, it's like 8 quid for a fucking card.
90s.
Where's that? Is it the Barn Road or the City Centre?
This is inflation. This is the inflation principle. You know, you used to be able to get like 50
Crazy.
Christmas cards for like 2 quid. But this is the problem, is that you're just pissing money up against the wall.
So like I said before, I actually really enjoy Christmas. I've had a great time at Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. But that said, I have so many fucking pet peeves, as do we all around Christmas. So here are a couple of my pet peeves. First up we have Christmas fucking specials. Gavin and Stacey, Coronation Street, fucking Doctor Who, fucking EastEnders. Mate, they are all absolute dog shit. Who gives a fuck about who dies on Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? Who gives a fuck? I hate them. I hate them all. Hate them all. Number 2, people posting photos of their shit fucking Christmas dinners. Your Christmas dinner has no gravy, it's got like 2 pigs in blankets, it's got like 1 fucking tatty scone on it, man. It's an absolute disgrace and it should not be on Twitter. Fuck off. Third, Christmas engagements. Come on, mate. Be more original. Why are you proposing to your bird on Christmas Day? You've obviously fucked up the Christmas present department, so why, it's embarrassing, mate. Fuck off, alright? Next one, people that say Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays. It's Merry Christmas. If it's not Merry Christmas, you can merry the fuck off, right? Next one, people call it Xmas. Dad, you, Xmas? What are you fucking Dr. Xavier from the fucking X-Men school? Come on, mate. It's Christmas, alright? You don't spell it Xmas, it's Christmas. Next one, the fact that it's never a white Christmas. It's always a grey Christmas or a black Christmas or a wet Christmas or a cold Christmas. It's never fucking white. I haven't had a white Christmas since I was like 10. It's shit. Next one, organised braggers. You know the type of old ladies, not even old ladies, could be my mum, could be my brother. Oh, yo, ready for Christmas, yeah? You got all your Christmas shopping done? No, I don't have my fucking Christmas shopping done. Why do you think we have Christmas Eve? That's why we go to the shops and we do the Christmas Eve shopping. That's why shops are open on Christmas Eve, because people like me, we don't do our shopping until Christmas Eve, alright? Deal with it. Next one, being skint for New Year. No one's got money for New Year. New Year's a good time for spending money and meeting friends, and we can't do that if we spend all the money on Christmas. Fuck Christmas, I hate Christmas, alright? Late deliveries. What's up with this? How can people not get deliveries on... We've had so many years for Royal Mail, for DHL, for Hermes to deal with deliveries, and they still can't fucking hack it. They can't have enough employees to deal with Christmas deliveries. didn't even get started on sellotape. How you can't even find the sellotape that you're wrapping presents. You can't even literally.
I love that there was more. I assume this was a long list we can get to next Christmas. But Martin, sadly,
Save it for next one.
sadly, we need
Time's up.
we need to move on. We need to move on. And the great thing is that we can
That's unfortunate.
cut to. Joy to the world, come to bring the joy. Bring some joy to the world.
Alright, so basically this woman died.
Oh,
I don't know who she is. She died. The husband died.
Good start.
There's no one left. Apart from this little sausage dog. This little dachshund sausage dog, 13 years old, 12 years old, called Lara.
Okay.
Lovely little dog. Left alone.
Lara.
On the streets, begging for change.
That's sad.
Yeah, very sad. The daughter's looking after Lara, but the daughter cannot look after her any longer. Don't know why. Not my business. Do you know whose business it is? My mum's, because she's decided to fucking adopt the dog. Alright? And that's fine. That's alright. Apart from... we have a dog, alright? He's also 12.
Brilliant.
And he's probably going to wonder,
Brilliant.
who the fuck is this
Brilliant.
flatmate all of a sudden? This old bird that's moved into my fucking house after 12 years. What do you think this is? A fucking hostel? Anyway, this is supposed to be joy to the world, so I'm going to keep it light. This lovely, cute little dog, and I will show you it on screen right here. This is Lara. Lara's super cute. She's 12 years old. And she needs a place. She needs a place at Christmas. And we are giving her that place, and we're going to give her all the love, all the cuddles, all the food, all the cheer.
Yeah.
And she's going to have the best Christmas ever. So that's my joy to the world.
This brings us towards the end of our episode, our Christmas episode.
Wait, what
This
have you
has
got
been
to... You haven't done yours
quite-
again for the third time.
Do I need to do mine? I'm just always so enticed
What's
by
your
yours.
pick me up? What's your joy to the world?
I'm gonna cut to the chase. You've got a real Christmas tree in your place right now,
Yeah, you're right.
and so do I.
It smells brilliant.
Very good.
Pure
very good.
fur.
In your family home. You've got a real Christmas tree, as do I. It's all bullshit, right? A real Christmas tree is the biggest load of bullshit unless you're selling real Christmas trees. Firstly, they don't smell as much as you think. See people who say, "Oh, I just love the smell of it."
They smell good for like maybe a week.
It was something that my brother said, and he was like, "Oh, you've got a real Christmas tree." There's nothing like a living plant that is now dying in your living room to say Christmas. I was like, that is exactly what I've done. Like, I've killed a plant, I've moved it into my home, and now it's sitting there drying up and dying. Now I've got a dying tree in my living room. But there's a guy who is creating canes walking canes from old Christmas trees for other veterans in America. And I thought that was pretty awesome. He's just doing it off his own back. This is a real good news story. It's joy to the world. He's doing it for all kinds of folk, not just other veterans like himself, but for anyone who needs a walking stick. But there's you shared a site that you could track Santa from way back when. Tell me about that.
No. I shared the site to track Santa, and that site is tracksanta.com. And I remember trackingsanta.com.
It is very modern.
On my Windows 98 family PC, big old grey beast, and we tracked Santa all night long.
It seems to
Funnily
only
enough, when he was in Scotland,
work on a grey beast.
which was at 11 o'clock at night on Christmas Eve when we were watching the computer. It wasn't anywhere near our house. But anyway, so what's this website?
Well, if you're looking for a 2020 version, if your kids aren't stuck in the Twilight Zone, then you can go to NORAD-Santa.org, which is essentially like the North American, satellite agency that looks at the sky. And they will be showing you a more like slightly modern. I mean, whether it's better. I mean, I would go to Martin's version. Quite frankly, I want to see how they are accurately tracking Santa with 90s technology these days.
They've been doing it for at least 20 years, Finn. It's the most accurate technology you'll ever see in your life.
The best.
These guys are veterans in tracking Santa.
So there is our joy to the world, and can I just say that if you've stuck around this long, you should most fucking definitely go to cut-2.com and chuck in your email. Send us an email. Hello at cut-2.com. If you think that we're not contacting you, contact us.
Yeah, send us shit.
Yeah, send us some shit. Jesus, do you have a podcast to send us some content? Some shit that we can show on the show? Fuck me. Evidently, we need content. We've filmed this twice. Merry Christmas. And we hope that you have a fantastic time with your friends and family, that it's not too commercial.
You enjoy every second of that brand new Gucci bag, that iPhone XR ZY5, because you are going to have the best Christmas ever. And we will see you somewhere between now and New Year, and we will see you right around then.
Much love. Much love. Oh, fuck it.
God's sake.